Today, the moon goes into Aquarius, the air sign that brings us into a bigger picture, helps us access inspiration, insight, those lightning bolts of new ideas, outside the box thinking. And early in the morning, my time, I'm on US Pacific time, the moon completes its time in Capricorn. So it will be passing by Pluto, the planet of truth and power. So the moon being in Capricorn brings a little bit of a dose of reality, a little bit of confrontation with our limitations, looking at how we need to show up, stand up, be responsible, respond, and be thinking about the future and what our responsibility is in terms of planning, coming up with systems, that type of thing. So I'm Marina Ormes here with your Astro Vibe for Monday, August 28th. And with that moon shifting into Aquarius in the morning after it passes by Pluto. So early morning, at least my time, which is Pacific time, will happen a little bit later if you're on the East Coast, and more like afternoon if you're in Europe. But that moon passing by Pluto in Capricorn, Pluto is of course in late Capricorn, is going to bring a confrontation with a deeper truth, accessing that sense of who we need to be, even though it is hard, how we must stand up, what we stand for, what is important in that bigger picture of that can be very serious. It can feel very serious, very consequential, and so there's a confrontation within ourselves where we're being asked to, who we are, where we stand, what we need to stand up for, and what we are about. So that's happening. And then the moon goes into Aquarius, where we have access to a bigger picture of ideas, new thinking, new perspectives. So detachment is a quality that comes with the Aquarian energies. And the moon, of course, brings us the mood of the day. So the moon going into Aquarius brings us a mood that can feel more detached, a little bit more having that ability to look at things objectively, take a step back, see the whole picture a little bit more easily. And what we want to think about when the moon goes into Aquarius is we want to think about where our old ways of thinking are taking up space, the same way that clutter takes up space in your house. So the same way that you need to move the clutter out so that you feel the intangible sense of spaciousness in your home, which can be also very tangible, of course, right? Sometimes you need to get rid of the old things because they're holding on to old ways of being, old feelings, old ways of thinking about things. And clearing that clutter, which is really just an accumulation of objects, right? Clearing some of that out can sometimes help us feel better because we have more room to move around, for one thing, and also because we have space now to think about what we might want that's new. And so it's exactly the same thing when it comes to our thinking. We want to remove or take a step back from the old ways of thinking that we have because they are taking up space in our minds the same way clutter takes up space in our homes. So clearing those out, or at least not indulging in them, taking a pause, taking a breath, taking some space away from your old ways of thinking can make room for new ways of thinking to occur to you. And so have you ever had that moment of being in the shower when you just have a shift in thinking and you go, oh, that's the answer, or that's what I need to write down, or that's what I need to act on, or that's how I can be thinking about this. So it's that what we're doing with Aquarius is we want to be creating space for those insights to arrive. And one of the things about being in the shower is that you don't have distractions. You can't hopefully answer the phone, or deal with things that are going on around you. So it's that removal of distractions and the conditions that facilitate that ability to be away from distractions, away from old ways of thinking, that can create the conditions for you to be available for insights, inspirations, new ideas, new perspectives, new possibilities. And Aquarius is the sign that it's about the future, right? It's about breaking free. It is about freedom from old ways of being, old ways of thinking, old structures. Aquarius follows Capricorn. Capricorn is about our limitations, the systems and structures that hold us. And then Aquarius, which follows Capricorn, is about breaking free of the limitations that those structures bring into our lives. So systems and structures absolutely have a purpose. They help us accomplish something. They help hold space for something that we want to do, the same way that, government holds space for our ability to make decisions in the collective. An educational system holds space for our ability to have a pathway for education and learning. Not that it's ever perfect, right? But it's a system. And without that system, there's something missing, right? We don't have the ability to be able to move forward in certain areas. So Aquarius, though, is just as important, because just as much as we need the system, we need the ability to rethink the system. We need the ability to break it down and build it in a better way. We need the ability to think outside the box in terms of what will improve the system, or what would a new system look like, or how can we do this differently to work with a positive vision that we have for the future. So that Aquarian energy reminds us that there is possibility beyond the way we've always done things. And that possibility is very visionary, right? It's very much based in something we have not yet experienced. And the beauty of that is that old problems can have new solutions, and new ways of being, new ways of operating can exist in the future that have not been discovered yet. And some of those are, not ideal, right? So we might have some things that are heading toward a future that's maybe not the way we want it. But we also have the ability to work with the future in terms of our visioning of what we want it to be like, and how we can continue to work toward shaping it that way. So whether it is issues that are important to you, political issues, issues of justice, social justice, equality, freedom, equal access, those are really Aquarian types of themes. Also in Aquarian thinking is issues of new solutions, innovation, inventions, problem solving. It's that shift in consciousness that we can access with Aquarian energy. So don't hold back in your vision for the future. Let yourself go crazy with your imagination. Really imagine what you want, because that's a great starting place to say, even if it doesn't feel achievable, right? We got to start somewhere. And what are the next steps that we can take to get ourselves in alignment with creating that vision for the future? So it's only there if we create it. And Aquarian energy reminds us to shift our thinking and to open to new perspectives that will allow us to create that vision for the future. So that's the energy of Aquarius for today. That's how detachment can facilitate new solutions. And as the moon moves past Capricorn and some of those harder, more consequential choices that we might make can shift into new ways of thinking about things. So that's the Astro vibe for today. That is our energy quality that we want to be thinking about in terms of our self-care and being unshakable with our self-care. So clearing out any old thoughts, old ways of thinking to make room for what might help you create that vision for the future. I'm Marina Ormes here with your Astro Vibe, and you can learn more about me at astrologyheals.com. Don't forget to subscribe if you haven't already. And if you have, thank you so much for being here. I am here every day and so honored to be on this journey with all of you. So I'll see you next time. Bye for now.